Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be around the world. My name is Mia. I'm a Nubian goddess. Welcome to my channel. I am so excited and happy that I'm able to do this video today. Um, Basically, I was kind of pushed to do this video. I received a download, a message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Okay, so receive a message from the divine masculine, and the energy told me to pass it on to the divine feminine. It's not a good message. At first, for some people out there, it may be shocking. To me, it wasn't, but in a way, it's kind of shocking. Things that the divine masculine went through and things like that. Okay, so before I get into the channel message, Um, I just want to let you guys, just want to thank all my subscribers, everyone that has commented, everyone that has subscribed to my channel, and uh, and also those that have visited my website. It is miahummingbird.com, Mia Hummingbird like the bird.com. You can visit there anytime that you want. Um, I want to thank you all that have supported this channel, that have donated and things like that. So thank you so much. Yeah, I know I've been kind of way away, but I basically don't do these videos all the time. Only when I get like downloads and messages, and sometimes I do get the downloads, but I am basically unable to do these videos because I have like other things I'm doing, and I do have a life as well and things like that. So I'm kind of very busy. So yeah, this message from the divine masculine, it is so sad. It is so sad. And for those of you that have been following my channel, there are two videos I made on the divine masculine, and this message kind of like it's like a follow up, or maybe it's kind of related, because today, like, the whole day, it is nighttime here where I am. And today during the day, and I was kind of thinking back on those videos. I even went to listen to both of them, and I was like, wow, when those messages came through and things like that during those readings. So, so please listen to this video till the end, okay? So you can better understand what is going on. And remember that this is a general message. So I do know that this message is related to someone, or someone out there needs to hear it. But some of you that are, out in darkness and you just don't understand things like that. Um, at this moment, most divine feminine are not talking to the masculine. They're in separation. Most of them have no contact. A lot of divine feminine has moved on from the divine masculine because of the treatment, the way that the divine masculine used to treat the feminine, was very bad, very terrible. And and the divine feminine had moved on. There are also some feminine that are still waiting on the divine masculine, asking what is going on and things like that. And there are those feminine that have decided just to get back, or to go into union with the divine masculine, when clearly those divine masculine are just not ready. Okay, so I'm gonna get into that in a few minutes, but let me say this. divine feminine, the treatment that you have received from your masculine is due to the background, okay? A lot of you have been left out in the dark, out in the cold, okay? Many of you, your masculine has totally abandoned you, kicked you to the curb, um, after you receive a lot of, treatment, a lot of bad treatment, a lot of abuse. This was abuse, like mental abuse, emotional abuse. Many of you feminine out there was treated by your masculine in a way that no one in your life has never treated you this way. It was really bad, okay? And many of you are still holding grudges against your masculine. You are unable to forgive them. You are unable to forget, what they have done to you, how they treated you, and things like that. I understand all that. Okay. Many of these masculine are your twins. Okay, maybe they're your twin. You're soulmate, whatever. But some of you feminine out there has learned the lessons that you have learned from your masculine, your twin, and you were grateful for the harsh lessons and you have moved on, okay? Some of these masculine has given the feminine uh, gifts as they had exit out from the lives, okay? And many feminine did receive those gifts, something about spiritually, and they did put them to useful, they did use them in useful ways, okay? They have taken those energies and they have basically um reinvented or whatever you did, anyway, it was for your best. It was for your best and basically you came out on top, okay? Most of these masculines, the reason feminine that they abuse you and they treated you the way that they did so badly is they were abused as children. They were abused as children. It is something that's not talked about because people don't really talk about a man being abused physically, sexually, emotionally, spiritually, and all these things, abandonment, all that stuff, okay? It's mainly talk about it's mainly the female, all the time when you hear about, yes, she was abused, she was raped, she was molested, it's always the feminine, okay? But very rare for people to talk about how the masculine energy was abused as a child, was molested, was raped as a child, okay? Um, Even those of you that are listening to this video now, in your past, maybe presently, you know or you knew of someone which was a male or masculine energy told you that they were either molested, they were raped. You had compassion, but part of you, a little bit part of you had a hard time believing that because it's not common. It's not something that people talk about. A guy being molested, a guy was sexually abused as a child, a guy was raped as a child. Okay, and 75% of these masculine went through that. A lot of a lot of the masculine divine feminine went through molestation, went through sexual abuse, okay, went through abandonment, okay. And for those masculine that were abused, raped, molested as a child, re- reflect how we're treated, okay. So what I'm saying is that When these masculine were abused, whatever age they were abused, which most of them were very young, okay, like maybe under 14 years old, unless, maybe 8, 9, 7, 10 years old, they were molested. Most of these masculine were molested by their own family members, okay? I would say about 50% of them were molested by family members, be cousins, you know, maybe aunts, like distant relative molested them, and I would say about 25% of them, you're gonna have a hard time believing this. Maybe it's shocking, but 25% of these masculine were actually molested, sexually abused by their own mother. Okay, the other 25% was, molested, by neighbors, family friends, and so on. Okay, so for this group that I received this download, this message for, the masculine was sexually abused by their own mother. Okay, it could be the mother that gave birth to them. It could be someone in the family that they knew as a mother. Maybe your masculine was adopted and he came into the family, and the female that he looked up to as a mother had sex with him at a very, very, very young age. Now, you need to understand this. When a young boy who doesn't know any better is seduced by an older woman or an older figure or someone that he looked up to, female energy or female figure he's supposed to look up to. Now, before the abuse as the sexual abuse takes place, the molestation takes place, this little boy is looking upon this female basically as someone he respects, as a goddess, um, maybe as a queen, because those boys, different things go into their mind. So I cannot speak for every boys that went through molestation. Okay, I'm just giving different scenarios, different examples, and things like that. So look at this person as someone supposed to nurture them, okay, and protect them, show them basically how a woman is supposed to be. Now, when this female figure, which is way older than this masculine, comes in for her own sexual pleasure or whatever the case, whatever goes on in these people's mind, because I do not see any pleasure or anything great about molesting someone that's innocent, molesting a child, sexually abusing a child. Okay? So, when in that moment, when this happened, this little boy, forced to have sex with someone that they look up to, like I say, it could, it is the mother, or it could be cousins, or whoever, aunts, whatever. The moment this happens, this little boy no longer sees this female figure or this female person the way they saw them before. Okay? So after the abuse takes place, this little boy starts seeing as the female as an object, someone that you should not look to, someone that you should not respect. Okay? Because once the molestation takes place, the sexual abuse takes place, all those things goes out the window. Little boy loses respect, everything else positive he felt towards that female energy, that female figure. Okay? Then he stopped looking at her like she's just a pleasure thing, or she's just this, she's just that. Everything that, like, negativity. Okay, so a lot of your masculine, the reason why they have sex abuse, sexual addiction, they're addicted to porn, they're addicted to going to the strip joint and sleeping around and sleeping with everybody and anything that walks and anything that has a little, you know, hole, whatever. It's because of what took place. Okay, and a lot of these masculine, you feminine that were intimate with these people or with your twin or whoever, they were very cold in bed. They were very cold in the bedroom. Okay? Most of them, when you were intimate with them, there was no reaction from them. Basically, it was like being with an ice box. Okay? Okay, they did not make, and they were very quiet. They didn't make any sound when the two of you were together intimately. You know how people, when you're really into something, you make those, sounds, like, pleasure, whatever. But this masculine, there was none. Okay, because at that moment when you were together with your masculine, you felt more guilty, more ashamed than anything else. You see, because that older and most of these masculine, most of these masculine are younger than the divine feminine. You will see that most of these people, the feminine, you call your masculine, you call your twin, most likely you are older than them. So right there, you should see right there that there's a mommy issue. There's a mommy issue, and and that feminine figure that molested the little boy, which is your masculine, they did not do it just once, but they continue to do it. And this is why you will notice with your masculine, they don't have a good relationship with the mother. Even though the mother has a hold on them, they will do anything for the mother, but at the same time, can't stand the mother. I don't know if you people understand what I'm talking about here. They will steal from you to go give to the mother, but at the same time, they hate her. They have no respect for her. They'll talk to her any kind of way. They'll say anything to her, very disrespectfully. Okay? So when you met your masculine, that same treatment went on to you. But it doesn't have nothing to do with you. They were just reacting, okay, from what they received. This is why this masculine could never give you love, okay? Because what this female figure did to them, and a lot of these females that are presenting to you as the masculine mother is not even the mother. Because what that female did and continue to do this masculine is a lifetime of pain. Okay? So a lot of these masculine till this today, they are in prison. So you may go to the tarot and they will say, well, your masculine is in prison, somebody's in prison, or they're gonna be going to jail, whatever. It may not be like physical jail, but it is a spiritual jail. Because the moment that happened to that little boy, was sent to prison, a lifetime of sentencing. Okay, a lifetime of addiction, all kind of addiction, drugs, alcohol, porn, sex, different partners, and you will see these masculine, they jump from one relationship to the other. And all these relationships are short term, they're short lived. Those masculine develop behaviors, narcissists, and things like that, very destructive behaviors. Their path very destructive. Okay? I'm not sticking up with the divine masculine, okay? But I'm just trying to let you guys see damage that has been done to this little boy. So a lot of you feminine was expecting or wanting something from someone that never received what you wanted them to give you. You wanted something from someone that never understood or maybe never experienced of seeing what you wanted them to give you. And this is why feminine, when they met you, you started giving them love and showing them how to care and things like that. To them, your ways was foreign to them. You know when something is foreign to someone, I mean they're not used to this. They have never seen it. They have never heard of it. Okay, they have never experienced that. So everything you wanted to give to this masculine and you did was foreign to them. What you were expecting from them was foreign to them. So they didn't know what you wanted because they never had it. They didn't have it to give it to you anyway. So that's why these masculine, all of them, they have all kind of addictions. And some of you feminine in your past, you were just like that, but you've changed. You've changed for the better. But this is why when you were with your masculine, things were toxic. It was never gonna work out. For those of you that have done the work, those of you that are in separation, like I say, most of you have moved on, with other people or whatever, and most of some of you are continuing to do the work. For those of you that was serious, that had done the work, or still continue to do the work, it's rubbing off on the masculine, even though the two of you are no longer together. After all, they are a reflection of you. This is why if they are depressed, you feel that. If the masculine is depressed for like a whole week, you become depressed. Whatever they're going through, you feel it. Even most of you have kicked them out of your energy. Some of you have blocked them, and you have done a great job at that. But somewhere, somehow, even though they no longer have access to your energy, but you can still feel them because after all, they are half of you. They are you. So all that treatment came, you got from your masculine was is because of the damage that was done. And some of you feminine think that because it's your masculine, it's your twin, you're supposed to be with them, you're supposed to get married to them, white picket fence, have children, things like that. No. Remember that this is not the first lifetime you are with this person. You had other lifetimes with them. Maybe it was not meant to be for you. Maybe it wasn't meant for you to be with them in union with them in this lifetime. Maybe it's going to be in next lifetime. You also got to remember that the mother that had sex with your masculine, okay, this person, the reason they did it was because of an of from another past lifetime. They wanted your masculine in another lifetime. They were after him. They were chasing after him, but he left her, which is the mother in this lifetime. The masculine left the person in the past life to be with you. This is the reason why some of you feminine, now this doesn't apply for everyone. The group of person that I'm channeling this message for is when you met who they call the mother, is it the biological mother? Is it someone that you just call a mother? I don't know because everybody's different. I don't know your people business, okay? But what I do know is that when you met this person, you felt like for some reason you were in competition with the mother. Not only that, you knew or you felt that the mother just did not like you, period. Not only that, you knew that there was something about her that you cannot get your hands on. She looked, when you met this mother, or continue to see this mother, you felt as though you were more like a rival to her than someone that's dating her son. That's what you felt like. You felt like it. You just couldn't understand why this lady is looking at me like I'm a rival. Isn't this she's the mother? I'm the one that's supposed, this is not the girlfriend. She's not a girlfriend. She's not a wife. Why is she treating me like I'm a rival? Why is she treating me like I stole her man or I'm dating her man? You see? Because of what she did. And most of these masculine, that's the secret they're keeping from you. This is the secret they're keeping from you. This is the shame they're keeping from you. This is what they're keeping from you that you cannot figure out why they act a certain way, why they were acting up, why they were hating on you. I'm not talking about physically hating on you. Maybe some of I'm not talking about physically hating on you. I'm talking about like just blaming everything on you. You just couldn't figure it out because these masculine have a lot of anger inside. This masculine should not be going into union with you guys. Besides, you feminine, okay, that are chasing after the masculine, refuse to let the person do their work, refuse to let the universe work on this person's life because you are determined, because they are your twin, you have to be with them because this person needs help. They are toxic. You may think that you are back together with them. You're not in union. A union, that means that two people that are together and the same thing and they are balanced, they come into union. Okay? If your masculine still is toxic, okay, things like that, you should not allow this individual back into your life because there cannot be any union as long as this toxic and thing. It's not gonna go. It's like water and oil. It does not mix. A lot of these masculine doesn't need union. They need help. They need prayer. Okay? They need counseling. They need to be on medication. They need to go see a doctor. They need to see a psychiatrist. This is what these masculine need. They need to talk to a professional. Because a lot of these masculine, yes, they are in prison because they've been holding onto this secret. They've been bottling this secret inside. They're afraid to speak up. They're afraid to tell anyone. They don't want to tell anybody. Because not only people may not believe them, people are going to think they're crazy. Okay, and they might be afraid to lose this person that have power over them, hold on them, which is the mother, whoever molested them as a child, even though they don't want this person in their life. But that power, because when this person molested this child, okay, they basically like put their power over them, like I don't know how to say this. It's like a demonic controlling spirit. Okay, demonic things were deposited into this child's soul. And a lot of these masculine, they're sleeping around. It's not because they enjoy it. So they're cold in the bedroom. They don't enjoy it. But it's the way for them, even if it's like 1 2 minutes just for them in their mind. That's the way they think love should be. Because as these masculine, they're grown now, and this is the reason why again they have such a hateful relationship with the mother or against the mother, because at that time when they were a child, they thought that woman was giving or showing them love. When they grow and then come to realize this is not love at all, this was abuse. A lot of these masculine know they were abused, but they're afraid to speak up. People may not believe them. They're afraid to disrupt the family or things like that. They're afraid. They're running for their lives. A lot of these masculine ran from the feminine. They ran from you. So even some of you have moved on. You feminine, you have moved on, and I don't blame you. Things like that, okay? Because life is short. You just don't have the time. But say a little prayer for this person, okay? Pray to the universe. Pray to God. Whoever you pray to, pray. Okay, these masculine will stand up for themselves and have the courage to speak up, because that's the only way they're gonna become free. You know that phrase, the truth will set you free, and it will. When you're holding on to secret, okay, it binds you. It keeps you in a prison. It keeps you in a jail. Okay? But the moment you reveal the secret, you feel better. You become free, because you've seen this over and over again. Even celebrities, they get on TV and they tell a secret. After that, even though they're crying, but they say like, I feel free. I'm free. Finally, I'm free, because the truth will set you free. So a lot of you feminine out there, union or not, you have moved on, whatever the case, keep that person in your prayer. I know they have done wrong to you. I know they treated you like crap. I know they have. I know you don't want to hear about that person. You don't care. I know that. But if you have a little bit of compassion left somewhere in your being for that person, pray that they will speak up and tell the secret. This is what's been ravaging them. Because when a child is molested, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's a lifetime of scars. They scar for life. I'm not saying they're gonna have, like dysfunctional behavior for life, but this thing never goes away. I mean, the person may get to a point, where they start acting, well, and they move on with their life. They have healthy lives and things like that. Most people, but some people cannot handle that because of molestation. Done to a child, will lead that person into a life of destruction. If don't get help or get someone that's gonna help. Some of you divine feminine, you empowered, you have a lot of power. A lot of you are goddesses and queens, you have evolved spiritually. You have a lot of powers. Help this person out. You don't have to be involved with them. They don't need to, but pray and ask your whoever, your spirit, your guide, to help this person break free from those chains. Those masculine are chained up. Stop blaming them. Stop saying, they done this. I know they have. Eventually, the sex addiction and things like that, are path to destruction. And some of you feminine, being involved with these people that, these masculine that are addicted to sex or sleeping around, you putting your life in jeopardy as well. Through sexually transmitted demons and physical sexually transmitted disease as well. And as long as this masculine is still toxic, okay, you get back together with them, it's gonna be short lived. You're gonna break up again, and you're gonna get back to it. It's gonna be a toxic pattern. It's gonna be the same cycle repeating itself again and again, and you never learn it because you haven't done any work, feminine. You haven't done no work on yourself, none, zero. Because day and night, all you dreaming about is you want your masculine, you want your masculine, and you haven't done any work, but you don't care if he hasn't done any work either. He's still toxic. So he's gonna come back. It's a cycle. It's a evil cycle. Nothing is gonna change because no work has been done. None. In order to gain or have what you want, there must be sacrifices. And some of you feminine out there need to make some sacrifices for your masculine to because they cannot help themselves. Because a lot of these masculine, they are macho, okay, they're narcissists, not narcissists, that think, they're manly and things like that, and grown, men don't cry and men don't break down and men, don't tell, don't talk, about certain things. This is what's going on in the masculine mind. Some of you feminine out there should have known there was something strange about that mother. And even the mother is a narcissist as well. She's gonna tell you everything is perfect with her and her and family. There's nothing wrong. Meanwhile, she's hiding that secret, what she done to the child. Any relationship that he has, every relationship your divine masculine has, okay, she's gonna go out and destroy them. She was doing in the past. She will continue to destroy those relationships because in that mother mind, that's her husband, that's her man, her son, that's her man. No other woman can have her, have him. This is why when you met that mother, you felt more like a rival than anything else. You were not crazy feminine. There was nothing wrong with you. Your spirit was trying to tell you, but you just did not catch on or caught up what was going on because those are dog buried secrets, family secrets. And a lot of these mothers, they're not even the masculine mother. They could be cousins, being they're older, so they pass on as the masculine, mother, or the masculine called them mother. But when you really add up the masculine age, you saw the mother's very young, you like, wait a second. Unless she had him when she was like 10 years old or 8 years old. Okay? So feminine, think, if you think, you consult your guides, they will tell you everything. Because a lot of you feminine out there wants to move on. You cannot because you're not free. Okay, the truth will set you free. What you know about your masculine will allow you to move on with someone else. Because a lot of you feminine are manifesting new love with someone new. But if you're still in darkness concerning certain things, the secrets that have not been clear to you or been, has been told, okay, or anybody has shared with you, that stuff is still holding you back. Okay, you can't move on. And right now, as we are going into, equinoxes here, new moon is here and things like that. This is the time to manifest certain things, you know, because the power, the power is so strong. Okay, whatever you do, it's gonna manifest quicker. Okay, and this is the time probably to manifest something for your divine masculine, even though you're no longer with them or you may not want to go back with them, whatever the case situation may be. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't, abandon this person, especially when they need you. A lot of these my masculine are crying out to the divine feminine to help them. A lot of you divine feminine are helping people that don't even need help anyway. So why don't you, take some of that energy and redirect it towards the masculine and help him in ways because those secrets, those dark things needs to be exposed. Whatever is done in darkness needs to come out to the light. Your divine feminine can do just that. While you're blaming the masculine, comics after comic, da 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 da. Okay, because this person, even they're suffering, they're in pain, they've been in pain. This is why they drink so much and they do so much drugs and they smoke and every low vibrational thing. This person is doing it. They're in the strip joints, they're sleeping around with all kind of people, all that stuff. And you gotta stay away from this person because they're bringing those negative energy towards you. You gotta stay away from these people, man. Because my masculine, they're toxic, they're not well. Spiritually, they're ill. Spiritually, they're very, very, very sick. They're not well at all. They will cause more damage to you than anything. This is really, truly disgusting. Because while we're going on day and night talking about how bad the masculine is, but no one is really getting to the roots of the issue, the roots of the problem. What is the problem? And this is the problem. Secrets, dark secrets, and those things needs to be exposed. Talking about it, and especially people are just talking. A lot of people are just talking. They don't even know what the heck they're talking about. And instead of sharing and telling people the roots of the problem, the issue, that there is a serious issue that have caused this problem. When you met your masculine, this is the reason why they treat you like crap because they were taught to treat a woman like crap. This is why they look at women as sex object, and they should just go into it and then just go into no commitment, things like that. Because this person that molested them, this older person, this older woman that molested them, there was no commitment. It was just sex. That's basically what it was. And a lot of the masculine continue to have relationship with this person till this day. And if you notice, if you're masculine, whoever it is, don't want to go to that person's house, or they'll tell you like, I would rather die than spend a night there, it's because of this. If you just go back and start, to listen to what your masculine have told you in the past when you were with him, if you start putting the little words or puzzles together, then you will resolve the puzzle. If you start putting all those words he used to tell you, maybe during arguments and like that, you know, so get him help spiritually or physical help, whatever, AA or psychiatrist or doctor, and maybe they need medicine, whatever the case may be, you need to get them those help, but at the same time, you need to help them spiritually in that way if you are in the position. But know that the mother is your rival and she's not really a mother. And this is the reason why, feminine, she can't stand you. She just did not like you. She did not like you because masculine fell in love with you. Masculine loves you. And she never got that from supposedly her son. She never got that. And this is the reason why she was determined to break you guys off, to destroy this union. This person right now was your enemy, was your rival in a past life. In this lifetime, she still look at you that way. When she was having sex with you, your masculine when she was masculine was a little boy, she didn't see it was her son. She just saw him as, maybe, I don't know what she was seeing him as. To me, that's a child, and you should not be doing that stuff. And this applied to anybody, anywhere, any masculine, any country, anywhere around the world. I'm not just talking about one person, one place, one country. No, this stuff goes on globally, all in every country. It's just not talked about. So man, when these men, meet this woman and they start treating them like crap, it's because they were taught is the way a woman should be treated when it's not. And this is why he ran. This is why your masculine ran. He couldn't handle what you were giving him. He couldn't handle what you were showing him. It was a foreign thing. Until he become free, he will never be able to receive your love or whatever else you have to offer him that's good, positive, love, gentle, whatever. He has to be free. So that's all I have to say tonight. I want to thank you so much for listening to this message, and like, forgive your masculine, forgive him and let him go. Forgive yourself, forgive him and let it go. Let it go. Um, yeah, comment below, like the video so more people, so the video can reach out to more people, because the more like, the more like on the video, the more YouTube, recommends it, and people, different people channels. So I want this message to go out to many people as I can, because some people out there needs to hear this message. And subscribe to the my channel. visit my website. You can book a reading there, okay? Or you can always email me, okay? The description will be in the box below. Thank you so much for everyone who heard this message. This was download divining message, okay? So that's all I had to say. This is all the spirit had to say. Thank you so much. Have a great night, and I'll be seeing you guys soon, okay? Bye. Ciao.